was not prepared. Like, I am doing all this stuff last minute to get myself ready. So I am not, like, fully prepared. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? I had, to keep it a buck, I really just woke up. So, like, I am, like, kind of, like, waking up right now. And, like, I had to, like, go clean up a little bit. Do several different things. But I'm here now. I'll try to get in. Well, I don't know if I'll be able to get in my usual 4 hours, but we'll see what we can do. It's been a while. You haven't seen me since Twitch Rivals, and even then, if you did see me during Twitch Rivals, you didn't see me during GDQ. Or if you did see me during GDQ, you know, it is what it is. I am backish. I am here. And I was kind of just low-key caught off guard. I didn't know what I was going to do today. I was like, man, I'm tired. I want to vibe out. And then, boom. Came home from work, and I was just like, this heat's been kicking my butt, but, no, I'm going to chill. Like, we're going to chat, talk about some stuff, like, kind of like catch up about, like, everything that went on during Twitch Rivals, and then we're going to talk about some, like, how my experience was on GDQ. And then I happened to look at the category, not the category, but like the people that were live, and I'm like, wait a minute, Death Stranding? Why is a lot of people playing Death Stranding? And then I kind of like read the full title, and I'm like, wait a minute, Death Stranding 2, it's out? And it was like, if only you bought the digital deluxe edition or the like special edition one, like the deluxe edition, whatever the case may be. And I'm like, oh, means that I have access to the game. And I took a gander, and I'm like, oh, it is there. So I was like, all right, bet. So that's what I'll do today. And yeah, here I am now. But I guess before we like really deep dive, jump into that, if you're wondering, I'm trying to like get a list of potential people to raid into when I do end. And granted, not all of them will be live, but hey, it is what it is. Also, hello, Rexy. I was about to say, when I did happen to take a look-sees and stuff, wait, not that, but like what I was going to say prior to all this was that Twitch Rivals is fun. Like that was my first time being a part of that. As you guys may or may not know, I never did, like, for my 15 years of being on Twitch, that was my very first Twitch Rivals. And so yeah, it was a different experience. I will say that I'm a little bit disappointed that we took last place, and I really wish that we did a lot better, especially with as much training as I had put in, because as I explained before, was that whenever I am put into a situation of having to train for something, I am going to put forth a lot of effort into that. Like, I will stop, like, how I am is that if I'm in for a competition, I'm going to train no matter what. I'm going to put in forth that effort. I would have to be like a dumb, like, confounded, like, person to just like not actually put forth that effort. Like, I would have to literally be overly confident, like on some Saiyan type stuff, like how Vegeta was as soon as he came out of the like, even then Vegeta still trained, like, don't get me wrong. Like how he came out of the hyperbolic time chamber, the matches seemed close. You didn't have the luck, I think. It wasn't that. It's we didn't train right. I'm gonna put it that way. Like, you can't go into a tournament and only half train. Like, you can't have like, look at it from the Tournament of Power aspect. They had everybody out there training. Goku, when he had to put together his team for Universe 7, he went and got like Gohan, he got Piccolo, he got Vegeta, he got Tien, he got Master Roshi, he got Android 17, 18. Tried to get Majin Buu, but then they had to go get Frieza. The way that he went about getting everybody, he made sure that they were on par to actually be able to do something. When it came to us going into the tournament, we didn't exactly have we really like we didn't when they get okay, so we found out who was on the teams. But spoilers, okay. That's fine, right? It's gonna be a little bit before I do boot it up though. Um we didn't exactly like when we found out who was on teams, like my first immediate reaction was I know two people. And so I was like, yo, like I know these two. Let me go ahead and like, ping them, say like, hey, like we in this, let's do this and stuff. And then I pulled up on them, was just like, hey, yo, we're on the same team, we about to get it. And then afterwards, I'm like, okay, we got two other people I'm not familiar with. So we need to get in contact with them. And like, once the game officially drops on Monday, then we all need to start training. So Monday comes around. I immediately reached out to Kaz because I'm like, I know I had never played the game. And usually me and Kaz have some type of synchronizing when it comes to playing games. So, we ended up playing like while I was watching Raw wrestling, I was playing the game on the side, and then Kaz pulled up and then we played together, and we sucked. Absolutely 100% sucked. Like we did not know what we were doing and all that stuff. But like that's fine. Like you got to start somewhere. And so then said he pulled up. He already had played the game during its beta period and stuff. So like I started learning a few things from him, and I could see that like okay, I'm starting to understand some stuff, starting to get a little bit better. This, that, and the third. And then so when Tuesday rolled around, that's when I ended up playing with Shane, and I believe I was live during that time period. And obviously you guys saw how that went. Like I actually got a couple of clips from like me just becoming better at the game. And so from there I was like, all right, I need to like really lock in now. It's like we're getting super close to the day. And when it comes to playing a team-based game, especially when it's 5 people, you need to be able to play with them all prior so that you can know how each and every single person plays. So you know what's their strong suits, what's their weaknesses, what's the team's overall strong suits, what's the team's overall weaknesses. You got to be able to see all these things and know these things prior to actually starting the tournament. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about that. So that Wednesday, I ended up being able to play with Quavy. Actually, no, I think I was able to play with Quavy a little bit prior to that. And then Wednesday, like I really was able to lock in and just got better at the game. Like I was just like, all right, I am like understanding a lot of things. I'm doing a lot more things. I am just getting overall better at the game. And so I went from being a complete scrub trash doo-doo butter, doo-doo water, dumpster juice, to being, okay, this guy looks like he knows what he's doing. He's actually doing some cool things. He's able to pull off some stuff. And so when it came down to it, it was just kind of like, when we all were able to like see what each other's skill levels and stuff was at, we were already in the tournament. But on top of that, I think everybody else had already played with each other, so they had that synergy. They knew what each other's weaknesses and strong shoots and all that stuff was. We didn't know all that stuff about each other. We were just kind of like, we're just playing individually and trying to coordinate as we play. And so like it started to stand out, like, like this is not going to go well for us in that sense. And I just wish that everyone had that same mindset that I had. Granted, it didn't really matter, and like because Quavy had been playing the game from like prior to like, I think by the time the tournament actually happened, Quavy had like 20 hours, or not 20 hours, 70 hours in the game. I had like 15ish at that point in time, maybe 20ish. I know I had quite a bit of hours into the game, and I was just like, yeah, like I knew that I built up my skill set. I don't know how many hours everybody else had, but like I know I had developed my skill set. But our biggest issue was that we never actually played with each other fully as a full team. And so that ultimately held us back, because I know day one, Seti was, not only did he play with me and and played with like several other people, but he was able to play with his full team. Quite sure the team that won was able to play with each other. Like they are like, if I'm not mistaken, the team that won besides for the mystery neighbor, which was actually an actual football player. Um, I'm quite sure that all of them had played a game together at one point in time, if not most of them. And so by the time that Monday came around, they all were able to get together, besides for the mystery neighbor, and play and know what each other's strong suits were. And it was just a matter of getting, their fifth person up to par, which he was able to adapt mid gameplay. So it's just like you're playing with four people that are already have a skill set together, and then the fifth person comes in and just adapts, and they kind of like just work with him alongside everything. And that's ultimately just our downfall. And I'm talking about Twitch Rivals. What's going on, White Shadow? And like again, like, yes, it was a fun experience and stuff, but I really do wish things went differently. Like, this is the reason why people would be like, oh yeah, like C1, like like he isn't really too competitive. I tried not to be competitive because of the fact that when I get competitive, it's literally like Yami Yugi and Yugi. It's like a night and day stark difference. Whenever I get put into a competitive situation and I'm taking it seriously, I literally become a different person, and it starts to show. And then like my attitude changes, my mood changes, all that stuff changes. Like if I lock in, I truly lock in, and it's like I'm not even the same person, and I don't like being in that state. And so that's the reason why I was just like, if I seemed like I was irritated, I was. Like I truly was irritated. If it seemed like I was focused and stuff, I was focused. Like I wanted to actually, do a lot better. And since we took last place, I was upset. Like I was genuinely upset, and I couldn't really process that thought process. Because of the fact that like literally right after Twitch Rivals, I had to, kind of like decompress a bit. Like it was that Thursday, I had to decompress a bit. That Friday, I was just kind of like, you know what? Let me kind of, I had a lot of stuff I had to go take care of. Like, it was highly annoying. Like it was a lot of stuff that just annoyed me on Friday. And I had to do a lot of ripping and running and stuff. And then I had to wake up that Saturday morning and go take care of a couple of things just to rush back home and get ready for GDQ, which if you guys missed out on that, I did, I was first one in the morning, right? Basically at 1 p.m. EST time. So if you're on the West Coast time, that was probably about like 9 o'clock your time. Or 10 o'clock your time. I was, and it was a short segment too. Like I think when we submitted it, when me and Pop did it for the submission, it took us about 18 minutes. When we actually did do it on the GDQ stage, for Black in the Flash, we did it in 14 minutes, and I was with watching a cutscene. So I wanted to have like a proper good showcase for that, and we did it. We did it. Everyone that did watch it said it was dope. It was I did like peep some of the comments and stuff. People were like, wow, PSO is on GDQ, never would have believed that and stuff. Yo, they're actually doing a 8-man quest with just 2 people. This is amazing, this is dope, and this and that and the third and stuff. Like I was seeing all that stuff, and it made me feel pretty good. So it was just like a lot of that frustration that I had on Friday going into Saturday was kind of like slowly disappearing. And then on top of that, I had to come back again. I wasn't like physically playing a game, but I was on commentary duty later on that night for Azure's Resident Evil 2 knife only run, which was fun because it's like I got to meet another content creator that was also on commentary duty. They had never played Resident Evil. I believe they said they never played Resident Evil, but they were just live doing Sekiro. And Thor was also the host, so like we're just all able to like interact with each other and talk about Resident Evil and just talk about various different things while watching the speed run, as well as just keeping the crowd entertained and just chatting and stuff. And so like that was like my first time being put into a commentary situation while not actually knowing the person that's playing. Last time I was on commentary duty was with J-Rock when he was playing a Resident Evil 1 randomizer, and I was on the stage with him. It was myself, J-Rock, and PT. And so, like, you know, being put in that situation, it was fun. It was interesting. It was something new. It was something different. And I wanted to be able to do more things like that again. So, you know, having that on my resume, in a sense, you know, it gives me a chance to do that. And then I'm also able to meet more people. And they were like, you did a fantastic job. You know, you made it a lot easier for, Azure said, I made it a lot easy for them being able to, you know, focus in and stuff. And then just the commentary was good. And, you know, just it was a fun experience. GDQ was fun for me, so I'm definitely looking forward to being able to do something else like that again, as well as actually being able to submit more stuff too. So I'll probably take a look at that. I know I ended up like coming back and watching. I think it was on Sunday when I came back, and I think like when I tuned in, somebody was doing a like Sunday was like my the only reason why I didn't go live Sunday was like that was my only actual day to decompress and just kind of like relax and vibe. So I apologize for not being live Sunday, but like that was like my one true day to just kind of like I'm done with everything. I'm no longer fully like mentally stressed out, and yeah. So I did do that, and I saw somebody was playing Link's Awakening. As you guys know, Link's Awakening was the very first game I owned, aka it's like a game that's very near and dear to my heart. So like I was watching somebody do a speed run of that, and that just legit blew my mind. I'm just like, what am I seeing? What is this? Like when I tuned in, they were, I want to say like 35 minutes into the run. They had done the first, second, and third dungeon. They were just finishing the sixth dungeon, so they were going out of order. And then they finished the sixth dungeon. Somehow, just like they were like doing like jump, like they didn't have the flippers. You get the flippers in the fourth dungeon, and they were doing like weird jump flipping like screen transitions. It was just like my mind was blowing because I'm like, you can't swim, so how did you even get to the sixth dungeon, let alone you didn't do 5 or 4? And so like they were just doing a bunch of things, and like I learned a lot of like broken tech that's in the game. Like it was amazing to me because it's just like there's a ghost that appears. I believe it's after the 5th dungeon or the 4th. It's either the 5th or the 4th dungeon. There's a ghost that appears. Like you guys, when I don't know if you guys remember, but when I did, like when it came out on the remake came out on the Switch, I did run through that relatively quick. I think it took me only 2 days because it's like that first night I got to like the 7th dungeon, and then I just finished it up the very next day. But like there's a ghost that appears after you finish, I believe it's the 5th dungeon, that wants you to take you around the map and stuff. But I found out that if you finish the 6th dungeon somehow before doing the 5th dungeon, that ghost doesn't appear, therefore you don't have to worry about dealing with the ghost. And so like this the runner, like it was explaining a lot of these different things and just showing off the amazing tech. And so they were just doing a lot of like just amazing stuff. Like they within the time frame that it would have taken me to finish the first 5 dungeons, they were done with the game. Like it took them 1 hour and 7 minutes, I want to say it was, to like completely beat the entire game. And I was just like, wow, I just learned so much, seen so much. My brain's blown. Like the logic that I'm trying to understand is like being refuted by childhood memories, and childhood memories are being disproven directly in front of my eyes and stuff. I was like, the hell did I just see? Like I think for me to like play through it normally, it takes me probably about like 6 to 7 hours, give or take. And with them doing it in 1 hour, and the way they did it, if I'm not mistaken, the order that they did it in was like 1, 2, 3, 6, 4, 5, 7, 8, and then the final area. And then it's like there's also like some weird tech with bombs and stuff. Like if you like drop or throw a bomb during a stream transition, you can do it like very, very fast enough. Like it will trigger certain things that like would trigger a cutscene. So like there was like certain sections where they would need to play the ocarina, and you know, didn't have the ocarina, didn't need the ocarina. And so it's just like you do that weird tech, and it causes the game to be like, oh, you're playing the ocarina, you're playing the correct thing for this cutscene, therefore trigger the cutscene. And it was just like, wow, like, okay, I didn't know that, but whoever figured that out, geez, what the heck? You said I got a bad echo. I shouldn't have an echo at all. Yeah, I think you might be picking up on something like, let's see. Yeah, I think you might be picking up on something else. But after really like seeing all that, I'm just like, wow, like people that's on GDQ are amazing, and I'm thoroughly impressed by everything that I see on there. But yeah, aside from all that, this week has been booty butter, like straight ass. Like this heat is depressing, and it's only during the daytime. Like right now, it's like it's actually a little bit too cool in here. Like right now, maybe like my AC is, I have it set to 80. I was too cold for a bit, so like I was like snuggled up under my blanket and stuff. I ended up eating, going to sleep, woke up, dozed right back off, and then you know I got up, did a little bit of extra cleaning up, washed the dishes and stuff, and then I ran in here and went live. I'm like, it's not too late for me to go live. And yeah, I really wanted to like chat with you guys. And then also we got Death Stranding, so I was like, I definitely want to start that. Tomorrow will absolutely be a bit of PSO since I didn't actually play it last week, but I guess that kind of cancels out because I did do it on GDQ and we had a fair bit of people watching it from GDQ, so that technically looks good in the standing phases of it from last week. You know, it wouldn't have been seen by over 600 something people if it wasn't for the fact that we did a run for it on the GDQ stage. So you know, I definitely did put the game on the map. I did see people talking about it. They haven't played the game in a while. They would consider coming back to the game or this, that, and the third, whatever the case may be. So hey, I did my job. So that should kind of like, you know, give me some leeway. It's for not actually going live and playing the game last week on my channel, for that matter anyways. But yeah, let's get into this Death Stranding, shall we? Because I'm very, very absolutely 100% wanting to play that. I even went back and made sure that I got my save data, because you know, when I first played the game, I played it on PS4, and so I made sure to go back and when I played it on PS4, I made sure to go back, do the weird thing that you have to do in game to actually play it on PS5. Like you gotta like send the data in game to where it needs to go so that you can actually play the PS5 version of the game. So I did all that stuff and whatnot. But now we finally get to play. And when I did do that, I actually set it up. I had to like, because I already had bought the, as you can see, there's the PS4 version. But here's the PS5 version. I actually got the director's cut edition of it, and I think it was only like $20 for me to upgrade it since I already owned the game. And yeah, here goes number 2. Been kind of waiting for this. I actually did run Neo offline, if I'm not mistaken. I did do the demo to that. I don't think you can play it anymore now since like it was one of those timed exclusive demos that you could play, and since it has to be online, I think I can't play it anymore. So like I was trying to run through the there's like, once you beat the demo, there's a hard mode that appears afterwards, and I was trying to run through it and it just didn't work. Oh wow, I just realized you guys can't even see the game. I apologize. Can't find what you're looking for. And then the game just appears. All right, I hate it here. But as I was saying, was here's the like the PS4 version that I had to take my save data from, send it to the PS5 version, which I did do that offline, and then just in case it's Kojima, he does some weird, kooky, kinky, strange things with his games and stuff. So I wanted to make sure that I actually had my data on there just in case if there's some type of special. Like it's just like, oh, you actually played the game. Well, here's this little doohickey thingamajig. I wanted to make sure that I was like prepared for that. Ugh. So yeah, here we are. Death Stranding 2. So we get the machine gun early. Everyone's talking about, oh, this is just an Amazon delivery game and stuff. There's no guns in this game. There's no fighting. I present to you a machine gun. I don't know what any of this other stuff means, but I present to you more stuff. I don't know who the heck's custom hologram that is, but I present to you more early unlocked stuff. I present to you even more things. I think this is just, stuff. Do we need a recap? Let's go ahead and watch the recap, just in case if you guys are not familiar.
Remember me. That's right. It's Deadman. The world, as you know, is in awful shape. And it's all because of the Death Stranding. The dead started to find their way into our midst, crossing over from the other side. We call these entities BTs. Beached things.
Beached things.
When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation. A void out, leaving nothing but a massive crater in its wake. But that was only the beginning. Strange rain fell from the sky, rapidly aging everything it touched. A phenomenon we came to know as timefall. Structures would rust and collapse, and people grew old in an instant. The world transformed into something completely unrecognizable. Those who survived these changes came to fear both Timefall and BTs alike. They withdrew into the remaining cities, which in turn closed their doors to outsiders. People ceased to travel and stopped meeting in person. They grew distant from one another and became further isolated. The social, cultural, and political bonds between humans began to crumble. The Death Stranding was hastening humanity's extinction. Seeing this, Bridget Strand, the last president of the United States of America, founded Bridges, an organization committed to making America whole again and providing a future for all humankind. However, Bridget died before she could realize this ambition. It was you, Sam, who took up her cause and resolved to see it through. Sam, the humble porter, who also possessed the unique powers of a repatriate. The one and only person who could save humanity. So with Bridges Cupid in hand, and accompanied by the bridge baby Lou, you embarked on a journey across North America.
Bridge baby, aka BB, aka Lou, aka the big-headed, strange-looking thing that we all came to grow in love.
Of course, you had struggles of your own, often phasmophobia, or the fear of being touched. The despair of having lost everything was just too much. But despite it all, you strive to bring people together.
So this voice is comforting. This is who does Deadman's voice? Is it actually what's his name? Del Toro? I mean, I have to look that up now. Because I know his face is actually based on Del Toro, but I don't know if he actually does do the voice. No, it's a person named Jesse Corti. So it's not Del Toro, but it's Del Toro's face and like likeness is Deadman, but it's a different person that does the voice.
By extending the chiral network across the length and breadth of the continent.
And you said you meant to tell me the other day you finished Code Vein the other day, going to do it in the Game Plus to get the rest of the gifts. I highly recommend doing
taken captive by terrorists.
Going the opposite route for well, which ending did you go for? I'll ask that.
We, your friends at Bridges, did everything we could to support your efforts.
What's going on, Gino?
It was our director, Di Hardman, a close associate of Bridget, who was dedicated to fulfilling her final wishes. His commitment to American Reconstructionism was absolute, and for that he was named the first president of the UCA.
He's a black man.
And
yeah, there's Deadman, aka
the incomparable
Death Stranding Run. No, this is 2. I already beat Death Stranding 1.
We became the best of friends.
Just a recap of the first game.
I was born from an artificial womb, and over the course of my life was the recipient of numerous organ transplants. I've always got on with the dead. I used to be a coroner. Anyway, I pushed myself physically and mentally to help you and your BB, Lou. Mama and Lochna were twin sisters, as you may remember.
I remember that quest and I hated it.
Developed the Cupid, which was essential.
You had to carry her dead body around.
A personal tragedy caused the two of them to grow apart. But they've since reconciled, with both their souls residing in the same body.
To eternity? I can't remember which ending that was. Did the wall actually come down for a second? Let me ask that. Did the wall come down for a second in the ending route that you went?
Hartman. Every 21 minutes his soul departs his physical form, and for 3 minutes his body is clinically dead. During this temporary death, his soul is sent to the beach. That's why he knows more about the beach and the Death Stranding than anyone else. His knowledge proved indispensable in the execution of your mission, Sam. Fragile, leader of the private delivery outfit.
So you saw that thing that came running through and just started bodying everybody?
Caused her entire body from the neck down to age significantly. It was the mark of a terrible betrayal. Higgs, a former comrade.
So, do you know where that thing comes from?
To no surprise, Fragile was hell-bent on getting revenge. But after meeting you, Sam, she had a change of heart. As your friends, we would stop at nothing to see you succeed. But ultimately, crossing the continent was something you had to do on your own, with only Lou for company. And with no end to the forces that stood in opposition. Deadly BTs, unforgiving terrain, and unpredictable...
I highly recommend it, Gino.
Ruthless terrorists. The list goes on. Without a doubt,
there he is, Higgs.
Your greatest enemy was Higgs. Convinced that humanity deserved to go extinct, he kidnapped Amelie and tried to torment you and countless others. but neither he nor anything else could stop you from achieving your goal. The
I'd
chiral
beat the
network
brakes off
was
Higgs.
finally completed. The bridge to the future was built, but your ordeal was not yet over. You had to learn the real nature of the Death Stranding, a secret that Amelie had kept hidden from
So that thing that jumped through
terrible truth.
the red mist comes from a different game. It comes from God Eater.
Final revelation.
And that was a surprise to everybody.
Done.
That it's to find out that God Eater and Code Vein are connected. And so with learning that, I know a lot of people actually were going to start playing God Eater. And I still need to finish the third game.
America rose from the ashes.
Look at Lou.
UCA. And as the people celebrated your accomplishments, you carried out one final mission in secret. To save your BB. To save Lou. You removed the child from the pod that was their prison and began a new life together. And so it was that the two of you vanished without so much as a trace.
And now we have a recap. There's actually 3 God Eater games. I think there was a special at one point in time. It might still be a special. If you buy God Eater 2, you get the more up-to-date version of 1 called Resurrection on Steam. So therefore you get 2 games in 1. And then they usually tend to put those games on sale quite often. So then you can buy God Eater 3. So, yeah. Are we doing it? Are we doing it, chat? Are we doing brutal? Are we doing this on brutal? Do I have the patience to do this on brutal? You're fucking right, I'm doing this shit on brutal. I'm about that life. Alright, you guys, forget my birthday yet again. Whilst dooms can afflict almost anyone, those born under the constellation with a greater connection to the beach, including Cancer, Pisces, okay, those other 2 are not in the conventional. I wonder if this is actually going to... It is believed that such individuals are fated to walk a life path fraught with disquiet and turmoil. You know how, like, they say some people actually go, like, quietly go through their, like, pains and traumas and stuff? I ain't gotta say anything else. This game just flat out explained it. Cetus. I don't know how to pronounce it. I for sure am not going to even try to pronounce that second one. Once there was an explosion. A bang that echoed across the world. A phenomenon known as the Death Stranding. That was the day Rexy was born. Beach things, lost spirits of the dead, found their way into our midst. They came into I think they're just recapping everything that we just listened to. Since most could neither see nor sense BTs, people lived in fear of them, with a drawing from the outside world. Cities became isolated, humanity crept towards extinction. And then you came. Sim. Order Bridges. surprised I remember. Rexy, you are an explosion waiting to happen and causing so much pain to others. As the reason why you remain here to cause me pain for your amusement.
Me? I've always loved porters.
It's fragile.
Freezing rain,
Or fragile.
biting wind. Across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts. They come to deliver something priceless.
You've changed?
A glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window. My sole connection to the outside world. And I know they'll be back again. Today.
-61. Have I ever really loved someone?
Look at the grass growing. It's black grass.
Now the great systems,
The little bugs we've been eating.
traps and the fears switching sides.
I don't know what the heck those things
I own
are.
$1 million worth of stock, but I still won't sleep at night. What is it that I've become?
Troy Baker, aka Higgs.
-61. Now the water level rises high in my cold paradise, where men sit in circles and talk.
Yeah, there's Del Toro, as I was talking about earlier.
Really liked the way they think of
They got a VTuber in this game.
and watch the city drown. Where is it that I belong?
Frustrating, very much so. Like, again, I'll say this. We did the best we could given the situation that we were put in. I put my best foot forward. I know Quavy put her best foot forward. We did what we could, because I was like, again, I trained with Quavy quite a bit to make sure I could get better at the game. I just don't know how much everyone else trained. I'll put it that way.
-61. Now the wind
It's a hand. And whose hand is that?
knife and the sun's out of sight.
Look at Lou, all grown up with no teeth still.
Who's at trial? What is left and what is right? I made the worst mistake.
Look at Lou.
Can make
Oh my gosh.
me playing blind. What is it I'm trying to find?
Okay, time to head home.
Visually, this looks amazing. All right. Look at Lou. Where is home? Oh, that is far. Yo, I don't know if I want to take that path. I mean, Lou is not in a container that's keeping her safe. Like, I look like I could fall down there at any second, and with it, Lou is going to get hurt. Also, this music is like very. Yo, hold on. Where's it at? Whee! Ow! You okay, Lou? I fell on my back.
Okay, you're all right.
Gotta do the controller. It's okay, Lou. Look at little teeth. Look at little teeth. Hi, Lou. Look at little teeth. Little teeth. I remember doing this so much the first game. Little teeth. Lou didn't have no teeth before. Hi, Lou. Everybody say hi to Lou. Dad Simulator.
Let's go home and get you fed.
You know, I've been a dad in multiple games. Am I an actual dad? Oh, I forgot. You gotta hold L2 and R2 to like hold your balance. Okay, now that I know how to do that, you know. Also, y'all trying to play rock, paper, scissors? Shoot! All right, let's get to moving. Yo! Yo, speaking of Shizzy, I saw that he's actually in the GGL, which is actually kind of dope, considering I signed up for that. Oh, speaking of the GGL, so as you guys know, I am in the drafting for it. The premiere is this Saturday. The like season 0 starts on Saturday. They're doing the premiere show of it. And unfortunately, they had to cancel the big party that they were going to do in Vegas because of the fact that they had to get like a special permit to do like a big showing of thing like that, and they weren't able to do it because it takes like 6 weeks to do it, and they just found out about it they ended up just finding out about it like a couple of days ago. And so like they were trying to do everything that they could, so they're going to end up like just the people that are flying out there, they're going to you know, take them out to dinner and just like do some random activities and stuff together, and then they'll just kind of like watch it on their own. So we will be, since I'm not going to be there, I will probably boot it up in Discord to watch it, and then afterwards we can watch the crown jewel thing for WWE. So I probably won't be live on Saturday. You know, it is what it is, but if you guys definitely want to watch that with me, it will be in Discord. Let's see. Yo, is that Alderin 82? Welcome in, Raiders. Yo, hello. Yo, okay, that's. I was about to say, like, what the heck? Wait, they're drafting people this week? No, they're not drafting people this weekend. They're doing a showcase this weekend of, like, it's basically, like, their premiere. Like, if it's, like, a TV show, it's, like, the opening premiere. Welcome in, Raiders. Just getting started on the game. We kind of watched the recap, just did a lot of catching up since I have not been live since Saturday well, actually since Thursday when I was in Twitch Rivals, and just kind of like catching up on everything that I've been up to over the weekend, as well as catching up on everything since I beat this back on the PS4.
Let's head home before it gets
and was, you know, got a quick rundown of what happened in the first game and just talking about some various different stuff. How was your stream? How are you liking the second game? Just did that, and you're like 2.5 hours in. Like, I literally frame one Gatequake? Whoa, 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 what the? I was already holding it because I remember that from the first game, that being a big important thing.
Damn shaky. We're pretty far from home.
Alright. Oh! Oh! Good, Lou? Good, Lou? I already fell on my back once, but it's okay.
It's okay.
Little thief! Little thief! See, you okay. Lou's laughing at you, Rexy. You got both collector's editions? I only got, I just had to get the digital deluxe. I ended up getting the, if I'm not mistaken, I got the digital, or not, I didn't get the digital deluxe. I got the regular deluxe edition for the first game. I'm just a fan of Kojima in general, so I've been playing Metal Gear since technically Metal Gear Solid 1, but I was familiar with Metal Gear on the NES. Granted, it wasn't the actual true Metal Gear because, you know, it had to be on the MSX with 1 and 2, but yeah, I'm a huge fan of Kojima in general, so when people were all talking about, oh, this is just a Amazon delivery game, I was like, yep, whatever, I'm still playing it. Whatever y'all say, I don't care, I'm still playing it because Kojima makes dope games. Carry stuff in it, baby. It's really, it's like, because this thing on his back actually supports a lot of that weight. It makes it easier for him to carry it. And then even then, you know, I had like the robotic legs and stuff that made it a lot easier to carry a lot of different things. Where's my, jeez. Okay, so being an actual mail carrier, I would not do this. Like, no, I'm not walking any of this. I don't care. Like, no, I'm already done. Like, I'm already like over it. I'm quite sure it's not as hot as it probably looks like it is, considering the sun is going down. But even then, like, especially with how this week has been, no, I'm not. Props to Sam. I can't do this right now. Since Solid was your first interest with Kojima, and then I played a lot of was it Zone of the Enders as well. Okay, so I probably would have wanted to get the collector's edition of the first game. I think I talked about it when the first one came out. I was like, I probably would have gotten it, but just seeing that baby in the thing, like especially at night, just chilling in the corner of my room where I probably would have put it at, that would have freaked me out. Just waking up, you know, like how you like be asleep sometimes and you just have to wake up in the middle of the night and get that love bottle, that cold bottle of water that's just chilling by your bedside. I would have hated
Rain. Gotta move.
Oh boy, we gotta get moving. It's raining. We gotta get Lou out of the rain. And also, good night, Alderin. Hope you get you some amazing sleep. The one thing that hasn't been eluding me as of lately, like this heat has been making me super duper tired. Resist strong winds? What you mean strong winds? So I can't go to sleep in extreme heat, but when I get out of the heat, oh, it's almost likely that I'm going to go straight to sleep. I know this is probably slippery up here. I know it's like, yeah, I was gonna say, I know it's down there. Do I like it cold? Not necessarily. I like, so my favorite time of the year is like literally fall. Because like the weather is just easy to like deal with. Like I can prepare for fall. Like I'm probably gonna prepare to fall right here soon. Aww.
Definitely don't want to fall here.
They both said whoa. Even BB. Even our Lou kinda said whoa. Wait, is that a river? We gonna call it here, DS2 Game of the Year. Summer's the best, Rexy. I don't know what you are smoking on. I cannot stand summer. Like, summer was dope when I was a kid, absolutely. Because that meant I was out of school. But that heat is just a issue entirely. And so, literally, as I am, like, at work, I hate it 10 times more because of the fact that it will feel like it's 100-something degrees outside, and then you gotta factor in the fact that there is no air conditioning inside of a mail truck. Therefore, you add 20 degrees on top of the 100-something degrees that's outside, and so now we're looking at like 120-something degrees, if not more. No, I cannot stand summer. All right. We need a ladder. Let's not put this directly close to the water, as, you know, we gotta put a rank with this. Deploy! Yeah! We made our first structure.
We made it.
Postal trucks are actually just conventional ovens on wheels. The amount of times that I have said that.
That's tasty.
Could we give one to BB? I'm sorry I don't like summer. You turn the online off or on, so I believe it should be already online. I can't check it now. Oh, look at BB! Oh, it's a BT. Was popping. Lou ain't even phased. Sam ain't either. Yeah, that's new. We used to fear them. Because it's all a hologram. That's actually very, very smart. When you don't want to be bothered by anybody, so you put the one thing that they all fear as a hologram around you to make them go the other way. That is very ingenious. Very antisocial, too. Most streamers will probably have something like that up when they don't want to be dealing with people in person. Got the hat on backwards. Ow.
Not bad, little porter. Not bad at all.
Is she learning how to walk? Look at all the, look at the hair. Look at her hair. She got hair now. Aww. All right, this is cute. We know who this is. She got the umbrella and everything. We know who that is. Hi, Fragile. Can't you just teleport to me? Why are you out here getting rid of our, like... No. I might like. I don't know why they playing the alarm. Like I should be worried. I know exactly who that is. She had the umbrella. He went out. Yo, he pulled out the blicky. He acting like he don't know who that was. She has the umbrella.
Who's that?
He had the frying pan. Bruh. She has the umbrella. Okay, I guess since she's not just immediately teleporting to me.
Who are you?
Bruh. With that short hairstyle, like you can't tell.
Fragile?
Were you cooking?
What are you doing here?
I've been looking for you.
Nothing's worrying me.
I guess maybe they haven't kept in contact with each other, so it kind of would. I guess that would make sense why he's so. Look at a little birthmark on the elbow. Is that a birthmark?
Wow. Lou's growing up fast.
Hi, Lou.
You two look good. Like a happy family. Here's a gift. The finest Carol printed diapers.
Thank God.
That means
How'd you track us down?
she a little
Your
stinker.
neighbor got hooked up to the Carol network.
It's a Bruce from Alden Falls.
Whole region.
You know, he had a gun, but he thought maybe his meat cleaver will do.
You can use Carol printers now too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
That's what I was about to say. She usually just teleports in.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
You care for a drink?
Is he still drinking Monsters?
Thank you, but no. I should get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you. Take it, and that whole mess over how you left Bridges will be wiped from the record. You won't have to live in hiding anymore.
What about Lil?
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a Bridges asset.
Lou is not an
I have
asset.
to work it out.
Lou is a living baby.
Sam, you brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA.
Yeah, I did that.
Death Stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. And that's not all. Die Hard Man is not the president of the UCA anymore.
Who is?
In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, A Pass 4000 has revolutionized the whole process. It utilizes the chiral network to manage and keep
Geckos.
deliveries. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. And no need for Fragile Express, of course. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge. And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with dooms who can sense BTs.
Like me.
Sam,
Like
I'm asking you to go to Mexico.
Oh.
To extend the chiral network to the south. Just like you did when you went out west.
You're asking, or is this coming from the UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So, what do you say?
That's the environment like out right there. Keep it a book.
Chiralium contamination is severe. Some areas have it worse than anything you experienced back in the UCA. The timefall storms are growing more intense as well. And, as you can imagine, everything in their path is subject to temporal acceleration. Objects and structures degrade rapidly, while animals and humans grow old and frail in the blink of an eye. Timefall often precedes the appearance of BTs there too. So you should do everything you can to stay out of it as much as possible.
That's how the game
There are
started.
many other dangers, though. The rivers can flood in an instant, and earthquakes happen daily.
Why me?
Seriously, why me?
There are several reasons I thought of you for this job. Deadman, for one. He's currently working at a lab in southern Mexico. I don't know the details, but the research they're conducting there is important. Very important. And there are certain things he'd like to tell you in person.
Now we know there are BTs
Mexico
out there.
has no shortage of beached things. Spirits of the dead washed up from the other side were stranded there just like everywhere else. Any human corpse that hasn't been properly disposed of will become a BT. And any living human that comes into contact with a BT will get dragged into the depths of the tar. Giant BTs can and will emerge from the tar as well.
Yeah, those are them boss fights.
And if they succeed in consuming a living human being, they'll trigger a void out, destroying everything nearby in a massive explosion. Several Mexican cities were wiped off the map in this way. The survivors have since become divided and isolated. As most people cannot see BTs, they live in fear of them, and that fear has made them too terrified to venture outside.
Any other reason? For pride.
That was one reason. You got more?
I do, and this one's serious. There is some BT territory near that lab I mentioned. They monitor the chiralium levels, and recently, they've observed unusual activity. The cause is still unclear, but they seem to think there's a good chance a massive BT is headed their way. And if they're right, then I want you there, ready to kill it before it kills them. Don't forget, Sam. You were the first person in the world to ever take out a BT.
Guess that makes sense. But something's still bugging me.
What?
All this talk about extending the network into Mexico. Isn't the UCA basically expanding their territory? taking control, claiming it for their own.
Sam, it's not like that. They're not trying to take over the world. They just want to link up new areas with the chiral network. Like the internet before the Death Stranding. Public infrastructure to connect people. Which is why, instead of turning to an established government agency like Bridges, DUCA contracted a private organization, like ours, who then decided to employ the services of a freelancer like yourself. So please, Sam, won't you help us out?
Alright, guys. Do we do it or do we not do it? Patsy says, do it.
Yeah, all right.
So you'll do it?
And of course, Rexy says no after I already said I'll do it.
What about Lou, though? It's not like I can take my kid with me. If I do this, can you hold the fort for me while I'm gone? Play babysitter?
We're inside the network. There's a child care app I can use. It'll be fine. The lab is only a few days away. I promise he'll be back before you know it. Link up the region as you head south, and come home safe. We'll be waiting.
Episode 1. Sam. Got him back in the OG fit. Minus the red, white, and blue.
Go on. Slide it on your thumb.
Like a ring?
You proposing?
Try sticking your thumb out, like you're giving me a like. Access your ring terminal to view the map. From here you can check order details, as well as the cargo for delivery. Now then, let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking.
Deliver the chiral network gateway to who?
Destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you arrive, you'll need to use the Cupid to connect it to the chiral network. Chiral communication utilizes the beach, where time barely passes. Using the Cupid in conjunction with the delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission. But because of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection. You'll need to use the way stations to extend network coverage until you're close enough to get the lab online. Your first stop is C1, Ciudad Nuda del Norte. Bring them a delivery and welcome them into the network. Improper corpse
Why am I
disposal remains a
frame
serious
one
problem
going
in
to
Mexico.
me?
With every additional corpse that spawns a BT, the risk of a void out grows even higher. C1 in particular is struggling to handle this issue.
No, I'm not.
But once they're online, We can give them the technology they need to address the situation. Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying by opening the menu? You can access useful information about your deliveries via your ring terminal. To review the cargo currently in your possession, select Cargo Management. This is the cargo you'll need to deliver. Be sure to get it to its destination in one piece. It's an excellent idea to place the most important cargo in your backpack. We've given you some additional equipment. It can be carried in pouches or in special hooks, just like cargo.
He said,
All
"Here's
these
a
weapons can be
assault
used to
rifle."
incapacitate humans without killing them. So there is no need to worry about causing a void out. Be sure to weigh your various options as you load up.
Put the toolie in the toolie area.
Return to the menu when everything looks good to go.
Said, "Give the kid an airbag." Oh boy.
Finally, before heading out, make sure to plot your delivery route.
Man,
Return to the map.
I'm taking whatever way makes sense to me.
See your destination? There's a river you'll need to cross to get there. There are bandits in the area too. Armed groups that have attacked borders in the past. Think about what route you might take from your current location.
I'm going right here. I'm going straight through the heart of that area. And then I'll hit here. I feel like there's something probably important in here, so I'm gonna hit here. And then I'll hit here. And then we'll get there. Because that does this.
Commencing route creation.
So again.
When you plot a route on the map, you'll see what hazards you may run into along the way. You can face these challenges head-on, or try to find a way around them. How you get to your destination is up to you, but think it over before getting underway.
I'm about that life. I'm telling y'all, I'm about that life.
Delivery route finalized.
Latest model Cupid. Just completed. We decided to put a hold on network expansion until it was ready to go. Like last time, you'll be using it to welcome
Oh, look at little angel wings on her back.
It won't be any harder than before either. The Chiral network terminals are ready and waiting. Bridges saw to that. Amelie's expedition split into two groups midway. The first continued west, while the second cut south into Mexico. But again, they were only able to lay the groundwork. Until you bring those terminals online with the Cupid, the network can't grow. Hungry?
No.
No more baby food for you.
All right.
Let you get fragile any trouble, I'm gone.
Little stinker.
Don't you break my kid.
Now who wants to eat?
She just ate.
All right, let's get this done.
Look how visually, like, just nice. Look at the lighting. Yes, this is. Yes, that's all I can say. Wait. Somebody already framed one mess up. Oh. Thank you. Mine now.
Been a while since I held the gun.
Yeah. Showed that cactus. Guy, can't you take her motorbike? Because it's her motorbike. Where did I say I wanted to go first? Aha! I cross water. Wait a second. Am I actually online? Deliver Cairo Network Gateway to me. Yeah, yes, thanks, game. Thanks for reminding me that I need to deliver something to myself. The SSS allows you to view messages, photos from people across the Cairo network. Meanwhile, any screenshots you take will be saved alongside the location, record, all over the world, likes, and all that good stuff. Oh, this is just stinking cute. Look at her. She's already getting ready to start carrying stuff. Look at her, transporting things. And then we get to see how BB used to look. How Lou was back in the day. A little photogenic self. posing all the time. I'm assuming I am online. All right, so touchpad is photo mode. All right, we reached B1. So we gotta head to B2. Whee! Y'all gotta really use those robotic legs right now. Go full on sprint mode. So that's how we keep our stamina up. We can eat these things to get our blood back up. Where's B2 at, so I can know that we're on the right path? Okay, I went right past it. Now we head for B3, and I believe B3 is their camp.
Yeah, that's the way.
Yeah, you let them know, Sam. You let them know. Oh, we got hands. How do I crouch? Alright, R1 is how you crouch. This must be the camp right up here. Or where these people are holed up at.
You got this.
Metal Gear. I see 3.
We're in enemy territory now.
There was a 4th one deeper inside here somewhere. All right. I do gotta like make new shoes for this man too. I forgot about like little things like that. We need a ladder. Once we get down to about, actually we don't need a ladder. We can just do this normally. Got him over there. I'm gonna deal with you up here first, since you like have not moved at all. This is a sneaking mission. Go to sleep. Okay. Can I like drag his body? Up there. He's all the way over here, so might be easier to take him out. To get a visual on him. Let the BTs crawl all over them. Leave them tied up. Tied up. Got you feeling tied up. You saw nothing, dog. Quit following me. You know what? Come on. Hands. 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 Ooh, okay. Nope. 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 I'll be taking this, thank you. Whoa! Yo, I ain't gonna lie. That kind of caught me off guard a little bit. Just as like I'm getting ready to try to tie that bed up and just see a spear come flying right next to me. Okay, I understand. Yo, who threw that? Oh, it's you. Okay. Oh, shit. Goofy self. You got guard? Guard that. Guard these hands. I'll take that. Thank you. Go ahead and throw it. Hey, where did that one come from? It's like, whatever. Am I dealing with more than one, or am I just dealing with you? You ain't got no guard. Oh, okay, okay, okay. You got skill, but you ain't got hands. Whoa. Okay. I've been working on a railroad. All right. Might have to rework a lot of this. Trying to balance all this out. So I'm not like throwing my back out. Guess I just beat them all up and took their stuff. I'm gonna come back and take everything else too.
Have faith.
Yeah, Sam said. Oh, I can put. Can I put stuff in here, or can I like? What am I doing here? Let's take a look at the map, shall we? Technically, I can't even say where he was, because, you know, just know that the map is not set up. The map is not set up properly as like the actual US as it would normally be.
Believe in yourself.
That's a nasty looking sandstorm. Ha! Look what it is. It's the wall.
Move it, Sam.
You know what? Let me crouch, because, you know, center mass. Wind be blowing.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Storm's coming through.
Oh, nah, I can't see a thing. Well, is that lightning in a sandstorm? We're gonna have class out here soon. No, it's hitting too close to me. No. No. Oh, let's just get under this. I don't trust this. Best storms. Rexy, I don't think that's safe. I have all kinds of metallic objects on me, and there's lightning, like, coming down. Like, it's just asking to be struck by lightning at that point.
Easy does it.
I'll be fine. Watch as you say that I get struck by lightning. Or it hits the grass and this whole area catches on fire. This man need a drink. You say lightning doesn't strike twice. I think it's striked about a good 30 times. There's one spot. Another spot very close to it. Another spot very close to it. Another spot very close to it. Building, but it's not the same spot. Rexy, I think you're missing the point that it doesn't. This game does not go by natural laws of physics. This game does what it wants to do. I'm quite sure that was the same spot twice, 3 times at that. The same spot twice, just right there. thought it was letting up because it got quiet for a second. Can I like wait the storm out or something? Bruh, I was wearing like black when I came out here. A deep dark gray.
Come on, let's get this done.
Now I look like a dusty ghost. Don't get close to that water. Stay away from that water, sir. Alright, we need a ladder. Whee! All right. We survived the sandstorm of death. I'm not gonna head in that direction because that looks like it's more sandstorm of death. So we made it somewhere. Let me see. Let me look at the map. Looks like we're almost actually there. Yeah, just straight up ahead. And this is just the first stop of like, I think 4 or 5 that we have to go to.
Come on, Sammy boy.
I think when we get this area actually online, that's when it would actually like trigger the online aspect and we can see other people's stuff that they created. We made it to me, aka C1.
Good evening, Sam. ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Also, he levels up.
Selected. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Keep you updated with everything over here. Lou was having fun playing around just a while ago. Now fast asleep. Send you another message soon, which you can check out on your ring terminal. Don't worry, I'll take care of Lou. Aww. She taking care of Lou. Bro, really TikTok? How you gonna say I'm inactive and like I'm talking? Like I'm doing various different things to say that I'm active right now. Like I'm talking. TikTok, I swear, is like the biggest hater. How do I turn off the preview? We made it to me. Alright, so let's do a screenshot since we made it outside. And then we'll post that. Yeah. try to get this in here. Automated Public Assistance Company. All right.
My name's Sam.
My name's Sam. Hello, Sam. Yeah, get this angle right. Now, how do we upload this? Blurry as all hell. Jeez. As you can tell, I don't normally take pictures. Like, you know, I'm not a photographer. I know in the first game, my little star thing right here was like redonkulously filled out. And people was like I built an entire bridge solo dolo, and people was just like, even when I like logged in to like bring my save data over to the PS5 version, as soon as I booted the game up, like just non-stop likes.
Be Sam. It can't have been easy to come this far south. You're here to bring us onto the chiral network, right?
Something like that.
That's a relief. We'll be able to dispose of corpses properly once you've got us online. That'll be one less thing for our residents to worry about. Anyway, I believe you have some cargo for me, yes?
Is there? You better not complain.
Some trouble on the way? Everything's in decent enough condition, so it's all good.
Bro, I was out here fighting for my life. You're gonna say, I guess it's in decent enough condition.
It's just like everyone says. You're a man that people can rely on. Okay. Use your Cupid to bring us online. The chiral gateway you brought us should allow us to establish a connection between Mexico and the UCA. And with state-of-the-art tech at our disposal, we can finally solve a lot of our problems.
Yo, the fact that all that dust and sand is on this man's face. I'll take that. No, I wasn't in California. Looks like I was closer towards Texas than California.
Chiral network coverage successfully expanded. Commencing data collection.
Got a machine gun. And is now available.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
No, that does this, okay? I'm the brave handler.
Porter grade increased. Congratulations.
I does this. Got an EV train your courier.
Chiral network connection confirmed. And now we can begin fabricating the latest corpse disposal equipment. Until recently, we've been dealing with our dead by burying them in tar, but that solution was growing untenable. We should be okay moving forward. I really can't thank you enough. You must be exhausted after your long journey. We've prepared a private room for your exclusive use. There are countless dangers in these parts. You should rest until you're fully recovered. Don't push on until you're ready. Please, stay here before you set out again. As I mentioned before, we've been taking them to a nearby tar pit and dropping them in. Unfortunately, we took it too far. And it wasn't long before the whole pit turned into a BT area. In trying to prevent the emergence of BTs, we ended up facilitating their creation. And with the constant timefall in the vicinity, chiral contamination has only grown worse. All these problems have contributed to an increased suicide rate, which in turn has resulted in even more bodies that we've had no way to dispose of properly. But thanks to the chiral network, we can now fabricate the corpse disposal facilities that we lack. Everything's going to be all right.
Okay.
Well, our corpse disposal problem is no longer an issue thanks to you. But there's nothing we can do to get rid of the BT area we created. Fear of BTs and damage from timefall and chiralium exposure will continue to be a concern. And let's not forget about the bandits willing to attack travelers and facilities. But so long as we remain connected to the network, we'll have access to new tools and technologies to help combat these threats. You brought us more than a connection to the outside. You brought us hope.
No, I did not use my foot massager today.
Thank you again.
I'm
for
going to use that.
I'll get started right away on preparing your next order for you.
Ugh.
By the time you wake up, it should be good to go. You'll just need to access the delivery terminal here. I hope I can count on you.
Welcome, Sam. Please relax and enjoy your stay.
Look at the dust just coming off of him. Close your eyes, Rexy. Wait, what did it say? Did it say he was sunburned? He was sunburned. He healed up. Let's let this man get some sleep. We on the beach. Hello. Well, I'm quite sure that it's quite like good temperature in there. Okay, no more Lou. But a bunch of goo. Where you going, Lou? Is that a bunch of dead BBs? That's his mom / sister.
Lou.
Are you alright? If you're worried about Lou, don't be. I'll admit, this stuff is pretty new to me, but the app has been a big help. Figuring out why a baby's crying, getting the milk just warm enough.
Little teeth.
It's had the perfect advice for every situation.
Hi.
So, how does it feel to be back in the saddle?
Work is the same as it ever was. It's the first time I've been away from Lou.
We're fine. Trust me. Just focus on the road, okay?
Yeah.
Little stinker.
Blood volume and stamina at optimal levels. No irregularities detected at this time.
To be honest, that's how it really is as being a mailman. So we got the black camo. Why me? Oh, you know we putting the shades on. You can change the color. You already know I'm asking why me. And I'm ass catch him. I mean, yeah, you see people, but you're not really meant to just sit there and talk to people. You might see them, but you're timed. So you're basically out driving by yourself, just dealing with stuff.
A new feature has been made available for use.
I'm gonna get a patch of Rexy. What is this drink? Chiral tea. So he's no longer drinking Monster, but he's drinking tea. Guess that's healthier. What's going on back here? Yes, go wash your face. Customized look. Oh, okay.
Nice.
Actually, I feel like I should wear these sunglasses instead. If I'm going to be wearing the hat, it's just like those sunglasses feel like they fit that hat better. All right, we schmoving.
Departing facility. New order available. Please review and confirm.
Good morning, Sam. Did you have a good rest? We're already making progress in addressing the corpse disposal situation here. Once again, I've got to thank you for that. If you access the delivery terminal, you'll find that you can fabricate equipment for yourself now too. We have some materials on hand here that you can use to make supplies for your journey. Take as much as you need.
Don't tell me that, because I'm going to use it all.
We don't have all the same schematics in Mexico that you have access to in the UCA. But as you link up more facilities to increase chiral network bandwidth and improve your connection level with the locals, we should be able to share all kinds of new data with you, expanding your fabrication options further. I heard that you're planning to extend chiral network coverage to the south, down as far as that research facility. So go ahead and pick up the order I posted for you. I'll explain the finer details of the mission while you look at the map provided by ABAS.
Rubber bullets. What is MP? I don't need that, so I'm gonna give that to somebody.
Thank you for your cooperation. All contributions are welcome.
You know, I gotta help somebody else. Somebody new out there's gonna be like, ah, sweet, I could use this. You welcome.
Please select an item to fabricate.
next destination is Villa Libre. The people there don't have enough medical equipment to meet their needs. If you bring them this delivery, you'll be sure to earn their trust. And once you've done that, you'll have an easier time convincing them to become part of the chiral network. Timefall is coming down hard in this area. Cargo containers that are exposed to timefall will begin to degrade. If you carry container repair spray with you, you can use it to mitigate these effects before it becomes a problem. Keep an eye out for the rivers and bandit camps in the area too. Hazards like these can make your life much harder. On your way to Villa Libre, you might pass a post box we built. We left behind some spare equipment in its shared locker. If you see it, take a look inside. Everything is yours to use as you deem fit. There should be materials in there too, enough to fabricate something if you like. Also, if you have any extra equipment, you can use the box to donate it to other people. With a moment's generosity, you can make another porter's day. Finally, each postbox has a private locker which can be used to store equipment for later use, and a recycle feature that will turn any unneeded items into materials. So what do you think? Have enough information to plan your journey to Villa Libre? Take your time to finalize your route.
Was somebody already a master? What am I doing wrong?
Commencing route creation.
You know I'm gonna go in there just to mess with them. Like, I have to. It's mandatory that I do that.
Delivery route finalized.
This order calls for some pretty hefty cargo to be sure. But don't forget to take into account all the other extras you'll need to carry to get the job done. Every piece of equipment you take also adds to your overall weight. So think carefully about your loadout. Run out of stamina halfway through a delivery, and you're in for a world of hurt.
Make all necessary preparations for your delivery. When everything is in order.
This stuff is finna be heavy. Alright, we got this though.
Order accepted. Thank you.
They said deliver one or more. That means
I will always support you. Can anybody hear me? I can hear you. My name's Sam. Hello.
well, geez.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna leave me my own son. Some words of encouragement.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Hey! What? What?
Hmm.
Break.
Warning. Flight risk elevated.
Look, I would not want any of this on my back. They said that, so the way the game works now is that let's see, looks like Townfall's been pretty lean. You okay, Sam? Heavy rains and swells because the river is over there to rise. Don't force yourself across them if they're too deep. Instead, take a look at the map, see if you can find another route. Interesting. Before I'm done tonight, I will try to have my 400.
This must be their territory.
What's this? I'm actually hiding in a post box. That's actually kind of funny. Oh wait, I need to make yeah, I need some like how do I use it? Come on, me buddy. Yeah, go ahead and just chill out there in the rain for a little bit. Nope. Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Wanna fight? Okay, yeah, they are a problem. They destroyed all that
Your
equipment.
cargo is beyond repair. You can't complete the order.
They went straight for the cargo. Alright, so I gotta like figure out a way to do that better. Let me make the little repair. It's the rain that's making that part a lot harder. And okay, all that's in the thing. Okay. We ain't gotta worry about that. We just gotta balance all this stuff out. Just keep it a buck. We don't even need to carry that.
That's the spirit.
You don't need them robotic legs.
To withstand the heat.
Look at how fast this, like, decayed. OD immediately. Need to get like something to like stop the rain from touching me.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Can anybody hear me?
Warning. Fly risk elevated.
I might pull out the blicky and start shooting people when I get up here.
Definitely not alone.
Like I said, I might just pull out the blicky and start shooting people. Yeah, they're scrambling. Alright, I think I got time to like deal with my cargo. Oh, wait. Let's see. Going forward. All right, since I want to keep pulling up. I ain't worried about their gear. Actually, I just lied. I do want their headache kills. Does he see me from all the way over there? Yep. It's fine. You're going to get closer, buddy. No. Alright, gotta be a little bit more strategic about this. Y'all should go check on your mans out there. I done knocked out a good handful of them. They stuck in the rain. Y'all better be able to wake them up. Let me go on about my day before I knock out like 5 more of y'all and leave y'all out here in the rain. Have y'all go from 20 to 38 in like 2 minutes. Yep, I got a gun. It's right here. I just don't want to use it. Oh, it's lit. I'm still in your car. I am 100% still in your car. You ain't gotta say nothing but a word. I'm still in your car. Vroom vroom. It's lit. I promise you, if one of them gets in the way, I'm running them over. Okay, which way are we going first before I throw myself off here? Alright, we gotta go this way. I know they can hit it and do a bit of damage to the vehicle, which will make it not drive as good. Let's see. Alright, heading in the right direction now. See, he stole your car. What you gonna do about it? What world are these things? Hold on. Yo. What are y'all?
These hostile life forms are chiral creatures.
So they drain battery life, it looks like. It's a whole little army of them things.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
I thank them for their vehicle. In the area? Yeah, I'm almost there. This gotta be it up here somewhere. What's this?
Just a bit further now.
Wendy, ID confirmed. Welcome.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
I'm bringing y'all all that. They better like me, 'cause I ain't have to do all that. There's stuff that y'all lost before I even start playing the game. I'm bringing it back. Give me my thumbs up.
You're Sam, right? Did the timefall give you a lot of trouble?
Hell yeah, it did.
For making the trip. Allow me to assess the condition of your cargo.
It's kind of bad, but you know, We did what we could.
By the look of things, the contents are okay. You did good.
You know, I tried.
Did not think we would ever get this back, but seems I was wrong. Thank you so much for bringing it in.
You know, put in work from time to time, you know, do something special.
I have to say, this was well worth the wait. I had a feeling you wouldn't let me down.
I try not to.
Time to connect the Cupid. Once we're part of the chiral network, we'll be able to use these remote medical units you brought. I can get myself checked out as well. We've all been looking forward to this. So go ahead and link us up.
Jackie and Mega Man. I know for sure they gotta hate me. They're like, yo, he just pulled up and took our car. Build structures within the car owner. Building structures consumes chiral bandwidth, so keep an eye on how much you have left. This device can be used to build watchtowers and post boxes. Whatever the heck that thing is.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Chiral communications have been established. Now I can finally use one of these medical units to assess the condition of the child I'm carrying. I just pray they're strong and healthy. The elderly residents here will also be happy to receive proper medical
Bonus content strange for rewrote it.
Seems like you should be capable of fabricating PCCs now as well. Probably thanks to the chiral network expansion and the resulting increase in total bandwidth. Of course, every additional structure will eat into that bandwidth, but there should be more than enough to support anything you build. Within reason, that is. There's one other problem we've been dealing with lately, though.
The bandits?
It's not a critical issue, so I've posted an aid request with further details. If you're interested, you can check it out via your Ring terminal. I'm not sure. I should have given birth to my child ages ago. But for some reason, the fetus seems to have stopped growing at 7 months. If something's wrong with my body, I can't tell what it is. And not knowing is driving me insane.
Well, you about to find out.
One of our new medical units, I might finally be able to get answers. I want to believe I can still bring this child into the world someday. Some of the cargo we had stored here was washed away during a massive flood. The water carried it into bandit territory, so we're in no position to reclaim it ourselves. I know this isn't the sort of thing a porter like you normally does, but if you're willing and able, please check the aid request. All of the relevant details should be available for review on that Ring terminal you're wearing. You can use it to confirm the cargo's location. So, if your travels happen to take you out that way, we'd really appreciate the help.
What's going on with these old
The only
people?
people that still live here, other than myself, are elderly. The last of the younger residents decided to risk it all and leave for Ciudad Nudo del Norte a while back. Too many bandits in these parts. Like the one I used to be. We took what we wanted and didn't care about anyone but ourselves. But after I got pregnant, I realized I could not keep living like that. Had to clean up my act. Start living for someone else. My friends didn't understand at all. So they ditched me. Left me to wander on my own. until the people here agreed to take me in. Even though the poor souls are struggling with all kinds of health issues. That's why we put in the order for these remote medical units.
Whip.
A new order has just come through for you. Looks like the residents of the C1 South Distribution Center need you to recover some cargo from a bandit encampment and bring it to them. You can review the specifics of the order when you get around to accepting it. So once you're good to go, access the delivery terminal here to get underway. I'll share additional info with you as soon as you do so.
So they got VR training. Can I stay here to sleep? Let's go ahead and go knock this out.
Are you ready? Then I'll bring you up to speed with what I know. The order you've undertaken is to recover chiral density gauges that have been stolen by bandits and taken back to their base. The base is located in some overgrown ruins, so you'll have a hard time getting a clear view of it. You might want to construct a watchtower nearby before you charge in. With it, you can get a better handle on the situation and improve your odds of getting the job done quietly. But that's not all, of course. Other porters are also able to make use of your structures. This way, you can help out the people who follow in your footsteps through this area. Think about what I told you and finalize your route. Best of luck to you out there.
Aye, yeah. Alright, let's do this. Alright, as the nice man once said. Somebody's gonna see that and they're gonna like it. Alright, I'm gonna leave the car here though.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam. Remember to rest, Sam.
George Clooney? Okay. Yeah, once I finish the side quest, that's where I'll stop at, and then we'll pick this back up tomorrow. He just got this on him, just out here looking like old dude with the morning routine. I bet you he would dust him in a race. What's going? Oh, hold on.
Two wheels up.
I don't know if I want to run through that, but yes, the graphics are fire. What's going on, stinky doo-doo poopy stains? I don't trust that. I have no idea, but I ain't about to find out. I don't know. Yeah, they aggressive. Yo, get off the screen. Somebody lost a ladder out here. I'm straight up gonna take it. Thank you. Let me find a way up here that will make this a little bit easier. That was one thing that I literally did love about this game, was just finding the random things that people lost and returning it or using it.
Not bad. Not bad.
Stuff is about to start coming crumbling down.
Don't worry, you got this.
Yep, hype yourself up, Sam. Promise you, I would not be doing this though. I would have to be getting paid some buku dollars to be out here working like this.
Keep it up, Sam.
Alright. We gotta do it since we made it. Somebody's gonna see that path and be happy that I put that there. Wild thing is, I stopped holding forward a while ago, and he was still moving on his own because of the fact that it's momentum. Slow down, Sam.
Hell yeah.
It's not like the bandits aren't just gonna see this random structure being built right above their area. Just gotta look over here and just see this.
Construction process now complete.
How you doing, Sam?
Okay, so we can definitely see that there's 2 of them. It's like right there in the general vicinity.
Someone's out there.
Metal Gear. So there's 6 things stolen, so where are the other things at? Two. What I'll probably end up doing is coming around the other way to flank this man. So already got me a ladder right there. Beautiful. Good job. Need that. grunt. I think he ain't paying attention like that. The other way. Oh, these are the count if there is how many people there are left. Alright, perfect. Means that I'm doing this properly. No! Got it. You ain't finna hit nobody with that. Go ahead and come on over here if you want to. Matter of fact, I ain't even worried about you. Come on, get closer. You ain't gonna never hit me like that. Give me too much time, I'm just gonna take what I want.
All designated cargo successfully recovered. Proceed to delivery destination for processing.
Goodbye. Goofy goofers. Thanks for all y'all resources. Okay, I guess we'll go find that. Wait a second, where am I at? Here. That's where I need to go. I'll go back here to go get that. And then go back to go drop that off. Wait, where? That's where she's at. And
Now entering Chiral network coverage.
your ladder's there, but mine is right there. Just for people that want to take that direct approach. Keep wanting to touch the touchpad to like bring up the pause menu. Let's see what's a quick way down this mountain. Low-key kind of wishing I drove through here now. Let me go ahead and take a sippity sip sip. Cool. I used to be thinking, way I'll run through work shoes. Woo! He be running through his boots.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Oh. Almost toppled over.
And here we go. Whee! I couldn't go down no mountain like this. Seeing how high up he is and he's just walking down it, the slightest misstep or the ground cracking and you sliding, nah, I'm good. You can hear the gravel cracking and stuff. What did it say pick up? Almost did not see that. Do it. I ain't bothering y'all. Y'all don't bother me. This man be out here be traveling though, man. Like, all this walking he be doing.
Show him how it's done.
Hey, George Clooney was out here.
Very impressive work, Sam.
I did you a solid. Got what you was asking for.
Well, looks like someone's burning the midnight oil. You are a trooper.
I'll try to be.
I will never know how you managed to track this down, but I am grateful to have it back.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
How did my stealth not go up though?
Thank you for stopping by so late. But you really shouldn't be out at night. Better to find a safe spot to rest and wait until dawn, if you ask me.
There ain't no safe spot around here.
Order completed. Well done.
Oh, they want that to go there. So if I take this vehicle, grab what I need to grab there, and then bring it around.
You have been a great help.
Try to be. I always press the touchpad because I'll be wanting to pause the game. Let's see. A request.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, TikTok. Shut up. TikTok be like the most, like, I don't get how it even, like, keeps popping up saying, oh, you must be not active. Like, I'm playing the freaking game. Like, what is it considered to be active? Like, I'm talking, I'm playing a game, I'm moving around. Like, what more do you want for me to do? You want me to do a backflip while playing the game? Like, hello? Well, like, we see that you're inactive. How? How do you determine that I am inactive? Let's see, where is... Alright, so we're coming up on the area up here. I gotta have to, like, charge up this vehicle somewhere. Because I don't know if I'll be able to make it to where I need to take it to. That battery looking a little low. Because we gotta get all the way over here. I could definitely take it here. Just gotta, like, drive along.
Trouble nearby.
Like, if I have to, I'm going to run one of y'all over. Don't come out here. Now that battery low. Just gotta get up there. I just gotta make it up there.
Feels good.
Somebody traveled on my path. Hey, let's go. You're so close. So close. So close.
Good morning to you. I will always support you.
I just hope that this place actually recharges the battery for this vehicle. Look, I'm doing this. I'm about to drop off this stuff, go to sleep, wake up,
How you doing?
and do the same thing in real life.
Didn't think you'd go to such lengths on our behalf. We really can't thank you enough.
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
I'll see you around.
Order completed. Well done.
No, I'm taking care of that myself. I ain't entrusting that to nobody. Do we have to upgrade the terminals at all? It's still kind of like how the first game was, where you gotta like build up the your rating so you can get access to other things, and you gotta connect the areas and all that stuff. But I don't know if there's like an actual upgrading feature. What the heck? I've been out all night. I'm about to go to sleep till morning time. I'll come back out when the sun back up. I ain't going out at night. Take a shower, use the bathroom, big man. It's like for this game in general, the earlier you play it, the better off your experience will be because of the stuff that you will be able to like create and do and like situate for other players. Because like if you play the game early, you get to do a lot of stuff before everyone else, and if you do a lot of stuff before everyone else, they kind of like, if they do the same things that you did, you get more points for it, but you're also helping somebody along the way. So it incentivizes playing the game early and fast, but it also, you're helping somebody else at the same time too. I'm glad he's being healthy about this now.
Feels good.
Can't repair the vehicle, but does the battery recharge? It recharged a little bit, not a whole lot.
Please give your please take measures to extend that spirit through trials. That spirit.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation. Delivery route final.
We'll take this vehicle as far as we can take it. I don't think it's actually going to be able to go all the way there, but we'll take it as far as we can go.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Literally going through that water just cost me like half the battery that I had left right there. Well, I don't think I can actually like recharge this one specifically. Since it's a stolen vehicle.
Everything we know is from
The way the music just kicks in out of nowhere.
everything we dream is never what they seem. Feeling rather strange, waiting for a change, fearing what's to come,
And 01.
acting kind of dumb. I'm indigo and violet and
It would be nice if I had a vehicle to drive.
blue, in love with you.
Hey!
Everything you ever want is here.
Anybody out there?
Giving up, another one too dear.
That cat.
Hello!
See how I'm like getting these little random one-ups and stuff because people are taking stuff like taking the path that I just took. That's why I was like, it's always beneficial to play this game early, like when it's getting ready to come out. Because by Friday, I'm probably gonna be getting hella likes and stuff. Because Friday is when the game actually officially drops. Show to the Desert Wasteland coming up. We have an anniversary dedication coming through right after Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. Yo. Gotta hit the hand gesture dance. I'm surprised I didn't come across like a gigantic rock and it is tripped over it because I'm looking the wrong way. Three people live underground here.
Good morning to you. ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
How's the game so far? I'm enjoying it. Like, I'm playing it on brutal, which is like the hardest you can play it on to start. But it's a unique little experience right out the gate because combat is available. Like, there's bandits frame 1, whereas the other game it took to like chapter 3 until you actually start dealing with bandits and whatnot.
You're Sam, right? I assume you're here to drop off that stolen cargo of ours? With those chiral density gauges in our possession, we'll be able to determine where BTs are likely to appear in the future. So, let's get a look at those containers and see if we're good to go.
First S rank.
Keep going. You sure know how to take care of your cargo.
No, I try.
I just have to say that you're an absolutely incredible porter.
No, I do
like
things.
Our chiral density gauges are just about good to go. So, let's see what that Cupid of yours can do.
I know this has to be like one of the weirdest, strangest feelings and experiences all in one. So we got blood grenades. That means that we're probably going to be dealing with BTs here soon. And we got time fall shelters. We definitely need those.
Your current porter grade.
Almost at level 25.
It's high time we got on the chiral network. Our BT research should go a hell of a lot faster now. We just shared some data with you that'll let you fabricate blood grenades. A kind of anti-BT weapon.
And he's explaining that like we ain't used those before.
I think you'll find both very useful. The chiral density...
I'm about to go to bed too. It's almost 4 a.m.
Integrated into our systems.
I do have work tomorrow.
Distribution center operations and get back to business as usual. A lot of lives are gonna be saved thanks to you. This whole area is a chiralium-rich environment, so there's a much higher risk of BTs showing up. We've been coordinating with the research lab nearby, sharing data, etc. All to help develop BT avoidance and elimination solutions. One of the largest void outs ever recorded happened down south, don't forget, giving rise to a massive tar belt. So massive that it completely cut us off from the land beyond. We can't afford to let that kind of tragedy repeat itself here. But between the cargo you've delivered to us and our new connection to the chiral network, I think we got a shot. We're gonna make it through this.
All right, what's next?
By the way, you're planning to visit the research lab, yeah? You'll have to pass through some dangerous territory then. We'll do a quick survey of the chiral density, so you might not want to leave right away. And let's not forget that you just tackled one of our toughest orders on record. Tell you what, we got a nice private room here that you can use to catch your breath. We'll get started on prepping the cargo for your next run in the meantime.
I guess they're gonna force me to go back down here and go right back to sleep. That's fine. I did have to jump out of a broke down vehicle. That's how I be falling asleep. This man having nightmares.
Please seek shelter immediately.
Sam, are you okay?
I'm fine. You guys?
The facility's intact, but the research lab might have taken a hit. The local chiralium levels appear to be rising. Better hurry over there, Sam. Head to the delivery terminal upstairs and check their order.
All right, first things first. So that's where Lou is. That was our first stop. That was our second. This is our third. Let's do that responsible thing and save the game. All right. All right, y'all know what time it is. It's time for me to get me some sleep. It is definitely that bedtime. It is a little bit after 4. I almost gave y'all 4 hours. I said I was going to try to get as close to 4 hours. I was probably going to stop before this, but I wanted to get that last little side order done and out the way, and I still got another order to go drop off, so we're going to make all this work. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, kicking it, hanging out. Shoutouts to Alderin for the raid. And Gino, Patsy, Rexy, Miss Av, White Shadow. Anybody else that I might have missed? Stinky Doodoo Poopy Pants or Stinky Doodoo Poopy Stains, J-Rock. Appreciate y'all for all coming through, hanging out, all the lurkers. If you are new and have not already followed, please do hit that follow button. Check out my socials, which you can find under my website, chris1.com, all that good stuff. Almost dropped my phone. But yeah, there you can learn all about me, all the good stuff, all that, this, that, and the third. And there goes my phone. It fell anyways. Let me see who is currently live so that I can send y'all on over to somebody. Oh, anybody else playing this? Don't look like anybody else is really on this. I mean, there is Outer Heaven that's on it, but they don't need me to raid over there. I'd rather give it to somebody else that's like doing things. Let's go say hi to Ash. The Queen of Retro is playing something. I'm not sure what this is. Arcade Archives Strategy X. Not sure what this is, but I mean, it looks absolutely 1000% retro, as I don't know what. There's a raid message per usual. Yeah. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll probably jump on PSO, like I said, and then once I knock out my dailies and all that good stuff and do a couple of things, then we'll jump right back into this. I'll try to go live a lot earlier tomorrow. Like, and try to like rest up now and like eat early and stuff. Like I had to like do my usual after work routine things on Tuesday because my trash goes out on Wednesday, so I had to like go collect the trash, wash all the dishes and all that good stuff, and throw out some stuff that needs to be thrown out. So since I don't have to do that, hopefully I can get home at a decent time. Because I had to get gas at work today too, so it's like it made me get home a little bit later than what I wanted to. But yeah, we'll do all the things and we'll try to get back onto this and do all the things a lot faster. But yeah, this is probably gonna be my focus until I finish it, and then we'll kind of like jump into, I guess, a new structure of things. But yeah, I'm out. Y'all take it easy. I'll catch y'all later. Peace out. Good night. Sleep tight. And deuces.